Right here in the heart of our community is a piece of Cardiff's heritage, but this piece of history is under threat. This is the story about the campaign to save the Vulcan.
The Vulcan is a little jewel in Adamstown.
It is a lovely old pub, but it does represent a key aspect of Cardiff's history.
If we lose this pub, then it's going to be a crying shame.
We seem to be speeding head-on into destroying anything that has any historical value in Cardiff.
One of the icons of Adamstown, the Vulcan on Adam Street, has served the local residents and workers since 1853. It's one of the few remaining examples of a traditional Cardiff pub, but sadly is set to be demolished for a multi-storey car park. All this in the name of progress.
We pride ourselves in Cardiff now of being a very diverse city. Now, I'm proud of the modern development in the centre of our city, but I don't want the modern development to obliterate our past, and I don't believe we should repeat the mistakes that have happened before.
Liberal Democrat AM for Cardiff Central, Jenny Randerson, speaking there at a public meeting which was held back in January. We're all too aware of the massive building operation going on in Cardiff city centre. The St David's 2 complex promises over 900 square feet of retail outlets and is currently well underway. But phase 2 of this project involves the building of a multi-storey car park on Adam Street. Within this site stands the Vulcan. But why save it? Graham Craig is a key member of the team trying to keep this corner of Cardiff as it is.
In that part of Cardiff there's nothing else really from before about 1960, and the Vulcan goes way back to the 1850s, so it's kind of the only link really in that part of Cardiff with Cardiff's history. You know, it's called the Vulcan because of the steelworks that used to be quite nearby, not there anymore. In other parts of Cardiff as well, we lost a lot of historically interesting buildings and generally replace them with things that are only going to last for kind of 50 years or whatever, whereas the Vulcan's the last kind of spot in Adamstown, or that part of Adamstown that kind of really links to the history of Cardiff, so it's a special place.
So what's been done about this? Well, the protest group have been busy lobbying politicians and local councillors, and at the beginning of February a petition with over 4,000 names on it was handed to the National Assembly. The cause has received cross-party support, and Plaid Cymru AM Chris Franks gave his vote of confidence, as did Conservative AM David Melding.
All parties, I think, have seen the sense of keeping jewels like the Vulcan going. I first went to the pub after reading about it in the Good Beer Garden, and it said what a jewel it was, and it was tucked away. Not many people knew it was there, and so it's a haunt now on match days. I see the University of Glamorgan opposite now reviving that part of Cardiff, and I'm sure bringing new customers, and it will just be shocking if we lose this. I know that bit of Cardiff needs to be redeveloped, but the Vulcan needs to be part of that redevelopment, part of our new Cardiff. And reminding us of the great traditions we have in terms of pubs and some other buildings.
Well, with a petition handed in, what's the chances that the powers that be will take any notice? Rachel Thomas is leading the Save the Vulcan protest group.
I feel it went really well. I'm really pleased with the amount of people that were here. It's always very difficult to tell with this sort of event how many people are going to turn up, but I think from the number of people that came today, it's quite clear how strongly people feel about the issue. I think there's 5,000 signatures on the petition, and 5,000 is not a number that anyone can ignore. It's not a number that the council can ignore, nor the Welsh Assembly government. So I just hope that they take those 5,000 electors very seriously. I'm immensely confident, actually. I don't think for a second that this can go ahead, considering the amount of political and public support we've got for the matter.
So for the time being, it's confidence all around. The campaign to save this historic pub here in the heart of Adamstown continues, and anyone trying to demolish it certainly has a fight on their hands.